Good day, everyone. This is Junaid Khan, and I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. A lot of calls, a lot of queries, especially the people have been working on their cases, and I got a couple of queries from the social media as well. That what is going to happen after the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau just resigned from the designation of as a leader of his party, Liberal Party, and the Prime Minister as well. First of all, what happened there was, so he basically resigned from his designation of a prime minister and the leader of his party as well, but he is still there on that chair, and then until unless the party decides and then come up with a new person. How is this decision impact immigration of Canada, and what is going to happen with the cases which are already in the system, how IRCC is going to impact with this decision, and specifically IRB as well, the Refugee Board, Immigration Refugee Board. So pretty much the cases I've been working from last couple of months and still in pipeline. I've got messages and calls from pretty much every person asking the same thing. And some of the students in Canada, some of the workers in Canada, and specifically people who got impacted by the latest news or latest changes happening in last couple of weeks about the work permits, about the temporary foreign workers, about the people who are supposed to be expiring, their work permits are supposed to be expiring in 2025. Changes in study permits, changes in visa applications, and I'm gonna add few things to it. So all of these people wanted to know, like, if those changes are going to be paused because of this change in government, or it is going to be still the same, it is going to strict even more who's going to come, and how is that going to impact the Immigration Canada as well as the Immigration Refugee Board. So we need to understand one thing. The Prime Minister is no longer going to be the Prime Minister anymore, but IRCC will resume his duties the way it is as a federal department. There are no changes going to happen because of this decision of the government. This is very clear. This is absolutely clear. Just because the Prime Minister resigned from his designation, now the changes are going to be paused, or whatever happened in last couple of weeks, which was enormous amount of changes in pretty much every sector, and there are multiple changes happen in the provincial wise as well, the PNPs. A lot of categories got closed, a lot of categories got temporary pause on it. The temporary workers and the visit visas and the decrease in the immigration numbers happen in last couple of months is still going to be the same. It's exactly going to be the way it is. I mean, one should, if you are inclined towards Canadian immigration or any sort of visas, or if you are already in process, do not wait, or do not prolong your application just because of this factor, that just because this happened into the government, maybe things are going to be easier or things are going to be tougher. I feel like IRCC is going to be working the way it is, and they are going to be on the plan, whatever they have planned for next couple of years. What's going to happen in the next couple of years, that's going to be a very long story. But what's going to happen now in today's date, or going forward, whoever is going to be elected as a new Prime Minister of Canada, would that make an impact on any sort of things? I feel like whatever is done, whatever changes have made already, and on specific dates, they're going to be the same. As immigration is already working as a department of the federal government, and they are going to do so. As of today, there is going to be a conference from the Immigration Minister Mark Miller. It's happening tomorrow. What are going to happen? Let's see. I mean, I will update you guys in my next videos. So in a very simple and a quick way, what's done is done. what changes have made, it's already made in the system. Do not think that you can wait and then things are going to be reversed in any way, or it is going to be more strict in any way. I mean, whatever the plans are, they're going to be the same. Specifically, I wanted to talk about, because I've got multiple queries regarding the announcement made from the Immigration Minister Mark Miller about the job offer points, about the LMIA points, 50 points and 200 points, that they are going to be, people are not, it's not going to be the same. People would not be able to claim these points in their applications starting in spring. That decision is still there. So there are no changes in that decision, because this is one particular topic. A lot of people are talking about it, and it was a significant change at that point, because that made 50 points, even 50 points make a huge difference in the CRS scoring system, and 200 definitely. But this is not going to be changed. It is still there. It is supposed to be implemented permanently or temporarily in spring. This is what I've been told. But what is the specific date? What is going to happen with the applications which are already in process? And what is going to be happen when applications are going to be submitted after that date? So that point is still remains over there. There are no another very important thing I wanted to talk about, because a lot of people who are planning to apply their permanent residency after CEC applications, a lot of people who wanted to apply for their express entry or PNPs, there are not. So a lot of people are confused that, because the announcement has made already that he's not, the Prime Minister Trudeau is not going to be a Prime Minister anymore, and he's waiting for the party to come up with a new person. That is not going to impact the CRS and in any way the express entry system. The draws are going to be there, whatever plans they have done in place. So it's not going to pause immigration unless the things resumes normally, and they're not going to be delaying this, and they're not going to be faster in any way. So a lot of people whose files are already in the express entry, I have got multiple calls regarding that are there going to be the normal draws the way it is? The answer is yes, it is going to be absolutely normal, and there are no such impact, which I have done my research. There's no impact on any sort of immigration platforms. Tomorrow is going to be another conference by Mark Miller, and I believe there are going to be discussions about the IRB Immigration Refugee Board, because that has been in the topic from last couple of months as well, because of the increment in the huge increase in number of applications for the refugee claimants in Canada. Not just the Liberal Party, the opposition party is talking about this particular point as well. Specifically mentioned that how Trudeau make an announcement about the Mexico to get in as visa free, that basically impact IRB in a very in a way that the number of applications are hiked up very quickly. Plus, people are claiming refugee within Canada as well, and specifically when students jump into this matter, after getting their education from Canada and getting a work permit, spending a couple of years in Canada and applying the asylum cases while staying in Canada. These are the files which basically highlighted this point in a way that maybe some people or some consultants are trying to abuse the system in a way that they are encouraging students who are currently in Canada and kind of stuck in their immigration pathway, that this is the one way to go, that they can put in their asylum or refugee application. I mean, this video is only for the information purposes. What are the numbers? IRCC and the IRB knows better, but it is all over the news, and it has been written in their websites as well, that the refugee claimants in Canada, the number of the claims are hiked significantly. It is going to impact the overall system, maybe the hearing dates are going to delay, or maybe the facilities they've been getting, and they are trying to basically announce a budget for the IRB so that they can stricken up our borders a little bit, and they will be able to basically understand nature of the case, if that is a weight case applied in the IRB, or it is a case where they are willing to work on it and getting towards the hearing. So the overall discussion of this video, the major point of this video is that whatever changes are happening at the moment in Canada in regards to the government, it is not going to impact IRCC, and IRCC is working currently. I have seen a couple of draws in the last couple of days, and it has been like that, and is going to be like that, and all the draws about express entry and PNP are going to be the same. There are no changes as of now. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, that there might be some changes in tomorrow's conference. I will definitely update you guys about that particular point, but as far as today's concerned, whatever changes I've been mentioning in my videos, in previous videos, are going to be the same. There is no such news around the corner that there are going to be any changes, whatever changes they have made already. So this is the point that should be clear in everybody's mind. If you have already applied in any stream in Canada, or if you are planning to apply in upcoming days, so there will be no changes going to be happen because of this particular incident. Thank you very much.